Hey guys!
Howdy!
Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're so excited because we are going to...
Do you think we should change our clothes? You know, give them like a illusion that it's a different day? I think...
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. 1 second.
Bum, bum,
Da 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 da.
bum, bum.
Da. We're back for real.
Yes, for our November book picks.
We have a fun idea. We are going to have Google pick our books. Because our first video, we said we wanted to read different new things. So I'm like, what other way to do that?
Right. What's more random than Google?
Picking our books. So Google is picking our TBR, and I'm kind of afraid.
We definitely tested it out, and when we tested it,
it
was like a genre I've never even thought of. Couldn't conceive.
This is going to be kind of more of a spontaneous vid, but I'm excited. I've been really wanting to do this like all day. So
I'm hoping we pick like some like current good ones too.
Yeah, so this is gonna be it. We're gonna start. All right, you can go first. It's yours.
What's the question? Like, what do we say? You have to be very specific with Google, or she'll be like,
just say, "Hey, Google."
Don't say that part. She responds to you.
What book should I read?
Okay. Hey Google, what book should I read this month?
Dark fantasy books can be a good read.
Okay. So now...
Dark fantasy.
We're gonna...
She didn't give me a book, though.
We're gonna Google dark fantasy books.
Dark fantasy seems like my genre. I'm excited. What could it be?
I don't know. Dark fantasy might be some sickness. Dark fantasy books. Okay, and I'm gonna pick a list. Oh, here
Honestly,
we go.
we should just do like...
Look, these are the pictures. We'll do one...
Of course, Game of Thrones is on there.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
We should have had her pick a
12.
number.
I am. We're counting them.
Oh, okay.
Or should we do the first 5? What do you think? 1,
Oh my god,
2.
American Gods is on there. Sorry.
What? Should I do the whole list or just do the first 5?
I was saying she should just pick a number between 1 and 30 and then...
But what if there's not 30 options?
There are 30 options. I can tell you that from this right now.
I don't know. I feel we should count it. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 26, 27, 28, 40, 41, 42, 52.
Wow. So many.
I really want you to put that clip of the TikTok of the guy counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
We'll see. Just to, like, tell you what dark fantasy is, can we just, like, tell them really quick?
Dark fantasy books. Fantasy works by writers typically associated with the horror genre are sometimes described as dark fantasy.
So... I just noticed when she was going through this list, lots of Stephen King in there. Another one is the American Gods, Game of Thrones.
Ooh, what if we get rolled doll? Please, Jesus.
That'd be fun. There's another one that I noticed
just hold the phone.
That I noticed in here that seemed familiar. 1 second. What
Alright,
was
so should
it?
we ask? I don't know, there was a lot. You probably just didn't recognize the author.
The Witcher. Yes. I was like, there's got to be something
I
in
hope
here
we don't
else.
get that one.
Oh, and Anne Rice, which wrote Interview with a Vampire, so that's on this list. That's going to be
You're really excited about this
really
one.
fun. I liked Interview with a Vampire, but anyway, okay. Do you want to do the number? Do you want to ask Google the number?
No, I think
since
you
I asked
should.
the question?
I think you should be in charge of this one.
Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 52.
29.
That's like right in the middle where I didn't really know any of the books. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28. 29, Daughter of Blood by Anne Bishop.
All right, our first book is picked.
This one is fun. It's got a little girl and a horse on here.
Screenshot it.
Oh my god, this is an old iPhone. I'm so sorry.
I'm being roasted from left and right. I have a button, okay? I used the button to button it. All right.
I was so sad. Okay, I'll hold this and you do that.
Hey Google, what book should I read?
I can show you the top books for every decade.
Maybe.
Okay, so she wants me to pick a book from a decade. All right, let's ask.
Why don't you rephrase?
What year was Google born?
Okay.
Hey Google, what year were you born?
I was launched in 2016.
All right,
So what's the most popular book from 2016?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Google, what's the most popular book from 2016?
Books frequently mentioned on the web include The Underground Railroad, Evicted, Poverty and Profit in the American City, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and others.
All right, so she listed what, 4?
She listed 4. The Underground Railroad, Evicted, obviously Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, and for some reason I can't remember the third one. So that's so weird because she said 2016, and I was like, dang, wasn't there a Harry Potter?
So we'll say 4.
No, we have to do the same thing. I know you want those first 4. It's probably 52.
This doesn't look like 52.
Do you want me to count? I can do it quickly.
Sure.
Okay. 16, 20, 44. It's
52.
It's actually 54.
Oh, I probably miscounted last time. All right. Hey Google,
This is a good list.
pick a number 1 through 54.
31.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 30. What was it?
1.
31. Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson. I've never seen that in my life as a 3.9 out of 5.
Oh, I love Jacqueline. That's not how you screenshot.
I did it again! Heck. I've never seen this book. Lots of good books in 2016. I kind of want to revisit that year,
All right,
honestly.
we're really doing okay right now.
This is good. Yeah, I've never heard of these, so that's
I'm
good.
shocked. We did a little test round and we got Wuxia. I kind of still want to get it, but
That would be a cool genre.
we're
I
definitely...
had no idea what
Jacqueline
it was.
Woodson is a great author.
What genre is this? Does it say?
Doesn't say right off the bat.
Okay. Then forget it. All right,
Well,
so
yeah, we'll get-
are we trying to do, how many books are we trying to do? 4?
Yeah, at
Okay.
least 4. We should do 5.
Yes. Challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll do 5. Okay.
Say novel this time.
Okay. Hey, Google, what novel should I read?
I found a list on the website lifehack.org. 27 must-read books every novel lover should read at least once. The first 4. The Kite Runner, Number the Stars, Pride and Prejudice, by Jane Austen, and The Outsiders. Do you want to hear more?
No.
No, thank you. Pick a number 1 through 4.
Here's a random number, 4.
The Outsiders.
Yes! I wanted to read that!
I haven't read that in so long.
Yes!
How funny.
Ah, bless you, Google.
You really didn't want to read Pride and
I did.
Prejudice.
I didn't. I was clenching.
It hurts
It was-
me. People give classic lit a bad rep.
It's not true. It's just not what I wanted to.
Pride and Prejudice is
We are
so
crushing
good.
this. Yes to Google.
Don't you worry, we'll get back to P&P, okay?
Okay, I'm going to ask the same question.
How funny
Well,
that
I should ask
we
a
watched The
different
Outsider.
question.
I mean, we listened to The Outsider last month, and
Yeah.
then this month we're doing The Outsiders.
That was a true reaction for me. I'm so happy we got The Outsiders. I was literally waiting with bated breath.
I knew it wasn't going to be Pride and Prejudice.
Okay, I'm going to say, should I say novel? She's going to give us the same question. What should I ask? I'll say, what novel do
How about-
you like?
Hey, Google.
I'm going to ask her what her favorite book is.
Ooh.
Hey Google, what's your favorite book?
Gongan fiction seems interesting.
Gonge?
Hey,
Gonge?
hey Google, how do you spell that?
Book is spelled B-O-O-K.
She said gong.
Gongyang.
Can,
I can if I do it enough. Gongyen.
let's see.
Gongyen.
That's the one we're doing. I just can't spell it. Are you able to look up what you say to her?
On my phone, probably.
Oh, but we're using it.
Hey, Google.
Gonyang History Fictional Series? Goyang?
I don't see any Chromecasts or cast-enabled TVs linked to your account.
Let's
you
try
can
this.
add devices in the Google Home app.
Hey, Google. Can you please tell me what book genre you last suggested to me?
Wuxia seems like an interesting genre.
Alright.
But that's not what she said the first time. That's actually...
Yours.
Yeah.
Alright.
But it's fine. Wuxia is also the first one that we
Let's
talked
do
about.
Wuxia. Because I don't know how she spelled it, and I'm not going to find it. Wuxia? It's like with an X, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like, Wuxia.
Oh, actually, it's X-I-A.
Remember we had that whole thing?
Yeah, Wuxia novels.
We did a test run with Google before, and this was the answer she gave us. So we went into this whole genre because we were like, we don't even know.
We're gonna have to find some that are in English. So wuxia, let me just give you guys a rundown of what that is.
First of all, it's Chinese. Start with that. And coincidentally enough, there is a Chinese young adult fantasy series that I would like to read.
Wuxia, which literally means martial heroes, is a genre of Chinese fiction concerning the adventures of martial artists in ancient China.
That sounds so fun.
It does sound like very fun. So now we just need to find some that are translated into English and pray. Oh, this one, the first one looks like it's in English.
Yeah, the words are in English.
All right, so
epic tale status.
I'm gonna do the ones that are in English. So 1, 2, 9, 10. Hey Google, pick a number 1 through 10.
3.
So it picked The Smiling Proud Wanderer. I pray this is going to be in English. Novel by Jin Yong and was originally published in 1967. All right, your turn.
How about like New York Times bestseller this year?
It's going to be a big list, but...
Hey Google, what's your favorite book?
Adventure books seem interesting.
Adventure books.
Okay. Adventure.
That's nice because I think that rounds out
what we've got.
Yeah, what we have. Even though the first one might be adventure, dark fantasy, that might be.
We'll see. So, oh my gosh, this is so fun! The first one's Treasure Island.
Oh my god, I have that book.
You want to count these?
Oh my god, The Hatchet.
There's
wow.
so many good ones.
Okay.
I didn't know I liked adventure books.
These are actually all books that I think people may have read in school.
Oh yeah, that's probably what
Just
happened.
a few off the list. Treasure Island, The Hatchet, Call of the Wild, Into the Wild, Moby Dick, Count of Monte Cristo. That is all. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
These are thick. So we read adventure books in school.
2,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Please, not that one. Okay, let me count. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 50, 51. There are some really good books on this list. Please let us have a good one. Please let us have a good one. Please let us have a good one. Because it could be an adventure book like Dracula, you know what I mean? Like old and heavy.
We put our fate in Google's hands. Go ahead and ask the question.
Okay. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 51.
27.
4, 15, 20, 26, 27. Wind, Sand, and Stars by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry.
Click it.
Exupéry. I'm not saying it right. It seems French. Memoir of the French aristocrat. Originally published in 1939, so...
Oh, no.
But it seems like it may not be too crazy. That's good.
So
That's a good rounded, because if we had gotten one we'd read, it would have been.
Do we have 5?
We've got that one. You didn't do The Outsiders, because you were like so excited about it. Okay, so we have...
First one, it's going to be Daughter of Blood. Daughter of the Blood.
This is our dark fantasy pick.
Anne Bishop. I'm trying to see if I read any of her books. Oh, this is part of a series from the Black Jewels. It's the first book in the series.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's not like halfway in.
So, yeah, that would be weird, and I probably would not finish it.
The Dark Jewels. This sounds right up my alley. This is fun for me.
All right. Okay, it's got 4 stars on Goodreads.
What is it? What's the premise here?
The Dark Kingdom is preparing itself for the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy, the arrival of a new queen, a witch who will wield more power than even the High Lord of Hell himself. But this new ruler is young and very susceptible to influence and corruption. Whoever controls her controls the darkness. And now, 3 sworn enemies begin a ruthless game of politics and intrigue, magic and betrayal, and the destiny of an entire world is at stake.
Interessante.
This is your kind of book.
Yes. I think I actually got confused because I thought this was another book that I just read from the library, and it's not, but very similar plots. It was the hell part that really threw me off. I was like, wait.
So, is it
The Outsiders? That was the second one.
Outsiders. Every time I typed in The Outsider on Goodreads, this would pop up, and I was like, I want to read this again. I don't think I've actually read this book.
I remember it being sad as heck. So I'm going to be crying. Might be actually up on my bookcase up there.
All right, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton is about 2 weeks in the life of a 14-year-old boy. The novel tells the story of Pony Boy Curtis and his struggles with right and wrong in a society in which he believes that he is an outsider. I'm not going to read too much
I was
more
like,
of
that's it. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, this is a movie. That's why I am so familiar with this storyline.
Yeah, plus it's very quotable.
A movie called The Outsiders. Outsiders. I was like, this sounds like the movie that is based on. I am so like...
Stay gold, pony boy.
Literally.
Yeah, that's the most quotable line.
Okay.
When did that come out? 80s? 67? Published?
Yeah, first
67?
published in 1967.
Maybe the movie came out in the 80s.
But yeah, it was the Brat Pack or whatever.
The third one
is Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson.
I've never heard of this person. Can you tell me anything about it?
She's just such a sweet, like, I don't know, I just love all her books. Like,
what other books have you read?
I can't think of anything right now for some reason.
That's fine.
I suck at life.
I just have never heard of...
Oh, Brown Girl Dreaming. That's the book.
Okay.
Brown Girl Dreaming, and there was another book I thought I read by her, but now I can't find it.
I feel like someone recently was reading something from...
Anyway, we're reading Another Brooklyn. I am so happy that we got her.
Yeah, what is this about?
Another Brooklyn by Jacqueline Woodson. Running into a long ago friend sets memories from the 70s in motion for August, transporting her to a time and place where friendship was everything until it wasn't.
Ooh. So it's a book about friendship. That's good.
Yeah. So
that's fun.
A lifetime ago in
Another Brooklyn. Oh.
Maybe. It was published in 2016. That's why we got this book.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember now. We have one more. The Smiling Proud Wanderer. This is going to be hard to find. I feel like I feel like this one's gonna be the one that I'm gonna have to like really dig around to see if we get a copy of. But this is our pick. I'm actually really excited. This is Wuxia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it's on Goodreads. Oh,
okay,
Goodreads. Yes. The Proud Smiling Wanderer by Jin Yang. A new revised edition of The Proud Smiling Wanderer by Jin Yang, the author's most famous book. The story is different from most of his other books in the way it is an in-depth portrayal of human nature with its anti-traditional theme. And things are in Chinese. So,
okay, we're gonna have to research. Hopefully we can get that one.
Yeah, now I'll have to find an English Wuxia book. So we may have to do an audible on this one.
So we'll see.
And then lastly, we got...
The Adventure, Wind, Sand, and Stars.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one. There were so many good ones on the adventure list. I'm gonna do that one again.
Yeah, this was definitely a very fun way to pick books.
Yeah, random.
I'm like, I love it.
No bias.
Wind, Sand, and Stars by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, recipient of the Grand Prix of the Académie Française, captures the grandeur, danger, and isolation of flight. Its exciting account of air adventure combined with lyrical prose and the spirit of a philosopher makes it one of the most popular works ever written about flying.
Oh my god, no. I'm not interested in that.
It's got a lot of good reviews. This was the point of the channel, okay? We're gonna read books.
Stretch our limits.
And we can't do that unless we try.
Yeah.
And we're reading 5 books this month. We got some good ones. We got some interesting ones. I don't know if I can predict which one's gonna like, but Another Brooklyn, I'm feeling confident I'm gonna love.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? You're gonna love that, what's it called? Dark Queen? What's it called?
They're just like long names. The Princess, the Queen of...
Daughter of the Blood. You're gonna love that one.
I probably... Well, it depends. Like, if it's cheesy, then I might not like it. Well, no, because the one I got from the library recently, I was like, this is not well written. No offense, but it's not. So, we'll see what kind of dark fantasy it is. I might like that one. The Outsiders I love. It's just sad. So, I know I'm gonna like that one. I think the Another Brooklyn is gonna be interesting because it'll be like a friendship story. I think that'll be really good. I think I probably will like the Wuxia if we can find it in English.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on that and find a copy.
Yeah, because I recently have been interested in, there was another series, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was by a Chinese author and they were talking about martial arts and that style of fighting and like the adventure to it and the whole dynasty. So I wanted to read that, so that I think I might like this one. And then the French Aviation, I'm not quite sure if I will like it.
I really didn't think it was gonna be about planes. Like I was like, oh, yeah. Like I thought, like, oh, someone's gonna be flying, and then I like looked back at the cover, and there was a plane.
Amelia Earhart.
There's a plane in the picture. I'm like, oh, I thought it was like someone learned how to fly.
Yeah,
like,
no. It's like that aspect and the fact that they said it was isolation of a philosopher. I don't know if I'm
probably gonna like it, but we'll see how we go.
It seems like the person, probably a man, will be in his head a lot and I will probably get bored. But we'll see. Yeah. Maybe he has interesting thoughts.
Maybe. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So that's our...
Google picked our books.
Okay, yeah.
And it didn't turn out, awful.
So that's it, guys. Google picked our books. We're pretty excited for most of them. And the ones that we're not excited about, we're ready to try. So Anyway, we will see you guys at the end of the month wrap up.
Bye, guys.